ACC win on the road, there's no question about that, but boy, we finished the game about as ugly as you can finish it. Missing free throws, they out-rebounded us by 14 in the second half. And they ended up out-rebounding us 9 for the game, but out-rebounded us by 14. You can't have that and be very good. And we got sloppy. We did about everything you could do. And the second half, we played about like the way I feel, which is not good. I'll let you put any adjective you want to put in there. But Reggie, you look at his line, 6 assists, no turnovers, 9 rebounds, 12 points. And if you take away the missed free throws down there at the end, you'd think that was a pretty good night. We had good balance, 5 guys in double figures. And up until the first half, I thought we did some really good things. We just took a little bit too quick a 3-point shot a couple of times in the first half. But and then early in the second half, we got away and scored some points on the break, and I think that was huge for us to get it to 15, 16, 17, whatever it was. And I don't know if that was the largest or whatever, but and then we just sort of screwed around with it and about messed it up.
Coach, you were at a 21-16 edge and rebounding in the first half. What were they doing well, and what changed?
They were going after the ball. We were acting like a bunch of pansies. I mean, we're standing there. I mean, some of those were long rebounds bounced out, and we're standing there watching it. And then there's a long rebound right in front of our bench, and PJ tried to catch it with one hand and make a pass instead of securing the ball with 2 hands. But, you know, it wasn't just, I mean, that was one example. But when you go small, you got to have guys that are willing to compete on the board and chase the long rebounds and box out. And Devin was a load for us in the second half, and he and Milton both had double figures in rebounds.
How much of the sloppy finish is just attributable to play physically?
I think that's, to me, that would be a big-time excuse. That's the way somebody else plays doesn't mean you should turn the ball over, and doesn't mean you should miss free throws and things that we did. James Michael, I told him, you got to finish the ball around the basket. You got to finish plays. You go in there. You're big, strong, jump like crazy. Finish plays. Marcus had 0 turnovers in the first half and made 2 of the worst turnovers the second half he's ever made in his life. His mother was screaming at him on TV. I could hear her all the way down here. But I don't think that has anything to do with it. We just played sloppy as you could possibly play.
Getting a rebound and having an edge and fast break point up turnover, is that just a trade-off you're going to have to accept going forward?
No, I'm not going to accept it because tonight it was lack of effort. You know, if we try to box a guy out and they beat us to the ball and all that kind of stuff, then I can accept it. But we were very, very inadequate on the backboards, to say the least.
Are those problems that you mentioned, are those more frustrating because tomorrow is, or would this be just as frustrating in November?
It'd be just as frustrating in November, but it is tomorrow's March, as you say. Is that right? Tomorrow's March? Okay. You know, you shouldn't do those kind of things, but, you know, it's a long year. I mean, college basketball is a long season, a lot of games, and my team has bounced back when everybody was abandoning ship early, and you know, we got tired of hearing NIT and all that kind of junk. We just try to play every single day, and they've really done a pretty doggone nice job. But second half today, my coaching stood out. It had to be it because their play's been a hell of a lot better than my coaching recently.
What do you like the best about what Dexter has done especially?
He made his layups. I mean, you know, he made 2 jump shots that were big for us too. But when they were trying to, we got turnovers, and he can run like crazy, and he's the fastest guy out there on the court, so he should get more involved on the break. But I think he had 1 turnover, you know, and that was in the far corner first half, trying to throw it inside when Desmond was wide open. But he did some good things. But defensively, nobody did anything, and rebounding, nobody did anything. So it's hard for me to stand up here and sing the praises of old Roy or our players right now.
Coach, 19-9 assist error. This is about the 4th straight game you've had a very similar line. Is that small lineup? Is there anything sticking out there?
It's maturity, I think, more than anything. But, I mean, it should have been really good. I mean, we had 2 turnovers at half. And I can remember right now 5 of the 7 we had in the second half just like that. And 5 that we should not have had. And, you know, Clemson had some unforced turnovers as well. They threw the ball sometimes not where their guys were either. And I think that for us, for James Michael to go driving the baseline and jump up in the air and, you know, thinking he's Meadowlark Lemon, or, hell, they don't even know who Meadowlark Lemon is, you know, that kind of thing. So some of you guys are old enough to know.
Can you talk about you did a good job, really, of keeping Clemson from getting the momentum in the game? They start to get momentum, you get an easy transition back.
I think there were 2 things. We got a good start early. The crowd never really got into the game. And down here, sometimes I've been down here where it's been really loud and really tough for any communication to go on with our players on the court or from the bench to the players. So the good start helped us keep the crowd out of it a little bit. And then early in the second half, when we got some of those breakaway layups, Dexter 2 or 3 dunks, I think, and I think you're exactly right there that, well, we're back in this thing, and then all of a sudden we'd score an easy one on the other end. But, I mean, you take away our layups, it was a bad shooting night because we had several fast break opportunities in the second half. We were 11 for 23, and Reggie had 2 layups. Dexter had 3, so we didn't shoot the ball very well either.
Coach, the win tonight, your 40th 21 season in the program's history. Just elaborate on that a little bit.
I really haven't been there that long. You know, I feel like this is my 40th year of coaching, but it just says a lot about some great players, great interest from our fans, great enthusiasm that have really helped us at home. The great players who've had some toughness to win on the road. Dean Smith, what he meant to the program for so many years, and Dave's coach's 82nd birthday, so it was happy birthday to Coach. We did have some ice cream and red velvet cake yesterday, and it's been downhill since, that kind of thing. But, you know, we're proud of it. I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of the record because we started out, it wasn't the smoothest thing in the world this year. We have 1 senior who missed the second half of the year last year with an ACL. We have a junior, 2 juniors. One of them missed the entire year last year with an ACL, and the other one missed half the year before with a meniscus tear. So we're all freshmen and sophomores, and they've really done some nice things, and they have gotten better as the season goes along. But I guess it's like teenage youngsters. You never know what they're going to do the next time, and that's the way my team is. But I feel very flattered and very lucky to be the coach at North Carolina.
Anybody else? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.